something came up here that I wanted to talk to you guys about, and it has to do with just checking with everybody while you're lining them up and shit, okay? And this is something I do every wedding. Never thought about it's just something I've always done, like, for a long time, so I never really thought about talking about it, but I think it might be useful to some of you. So this is what I do, right? Cocktail hour's over, okay? Everybody moves into the ballroom, and now what do, right? We got to go. We got to line up the whole bridal party. We got to get everybody in order, how we're going to announce them in, round all the troops, make sure we're all set, and get ready for intros, right? So while you're lining up the bridal party, there's some things that I always check, and I highly, highly, highly recommend you guys check as well. Number one, and I do it in this order. This is in order, by the way. So the first thing I do, right? So I line everybody up. Everybody's all lined up, right? That's the first thing I do, obviously, right? After everybody's lined up, the first people I check with are the people giving toasts. Maid of honor, best man, maybe a dad who's doing a welcome, right? Whoever's speaking on the mic, I check in with them. I confirm a couple things. Hey, listen, just so you guys know, all right, we're going to be doing the toasts right after. I'll just tell them, we're doing first dance, parent dances, and then we're going to be doing the toasts. All right, Robert, you're up first, and then Sarah, you're going to be next, and da-da-da. Let them know the order, right? Say, listen, I'm going to have a mic up there on a stand, so feel free to take it off the stand, or you could use a stand. Don't forget your glass when you go up there. Make sure, do you have your toast handy? Do you have it written down, or are you going to go off the top of your head? All right, you have that handy? Okay, you got that right. Just confirm everything with them. Make sure they're all good, okay? You're preventing them. Also, tell them how to use your mic, too. Hey, listen, make sure you talk close into the mic, as close as you can. That way everybody can hear you real well, and you'll sound good in the videos and stuff, the blah, blah, blah. So you're making sure they're talking in the mic correctly. You're making sure they don't forget their glass. You're making sure they have their toast handy. They're not running to go get a toast last minute after you announce them. You're making sure they're going to be handy in general. They're going to be in the area because they know their toast is coming up. And then you're also going over the plans with them, and this is their opportunity to say something, right? When I did this on Sunday, the maid of honor and matron of honor were like, oh, well, we're doing our toast together. Like, we have one together, just so you know. Bride and groom had no idea. I guess they planned this without them knowing, right? Because it was never brought up in a meeting. They said they're doing separate toast. I asked that, right? They said they're doing it together. And then the best man said, oh, and by the way, when I'm done, I'm going to bring up the maid of honor and matron of honor back up, and we're going to do something, all three of us together. Had no idea. This was a surprise to the bride and groom. If I never went up to these people and said, hey, listen, go over stuff with them, they would never let me know, and I would have tried to, like, as soon as they were done, all right, let's hear from whatever, and cut them off, and then it'd be like, no, wait, I need more time, right? I would have called up one girl, and the other girl would have followed, and I'm like, why are they both going together? I had no idea. I would have looked stupid. These are things you can only get direct from the source, because they'll make plans without the bride and groom to kind of surprise them or whatever. Like all three of them did like put on sailor hats and said, "You're my best friend." It was some kind of pun. I don't know. It was cute, I guess. Regardless, they had a whole plan, and good thing I asked, because now I knew about it, right? So always check with the people giving toast. Make sure you're on the same page with them. Second, I go to parents, okay? Parents, first thing, if any of them give them a speech, I talk about that, right? But then the next thing is any special dances, right? So parents are anybody they're doing a special dance with. So if it's a brother or grandmom or something, then, that. But usually it's parents. I go up, hey, congratulations. I always say congratulations. Nice to meet you. Shake their hands, right? Because they're most likely the ones paying you, and, you got to show your respect or whatever. And then say, listen, we're going to be doing first dance, and then we're going to go right into parent dances. And then same thing, I confirm order. So you're going to be first, sir, and then blah, blah, blah. You'll be second, so stay close by. And yeah, any questions or anything? Cool. Sounds great. Can't wait. See you on the other side. Bam. So you just confirm with them. Make sure they're ready. Make sure they're around. All that stuff. And it's just like a good way for you to introduce yourself to the parents as well. Shake the hand. It can help you in the tip department later. If you never said 2 words to the parents, okay, throughout the whole wedding, it's not a good idea. Make sure you always say something to them. Congratulate them. Thank you so much. It's a pleasure being here. I'm excited. Yada, yada, yada. Right? And it's just a good thing to do in general. It'll help your pockets. Trust me. Then I go to the bride and groom. And I literally same thing. Go over everything. All right, guys, you ready to go? I'm pumped. So this is what we're going to do. So we're going to announce you in. Then we'll go right into the first dance. Right after first dance, we're going to go into parent dances. Right after parent dances, we're going to go into toasts. I'll remind them if we have like a cue set up. Like, remember, for parent dances, we're doing a hug cue. So just hug, stop and hug whenever you're ready for me to fade it out. If you guys don't do cues, it's a great idea, by the way. Another little like nugget. But, I'll remind them of any cues or anything we kind of set up for that. And so we're going to go right into toasts, and then we're partying, blah, blah, blah. Going over real quick, just confirming with them. I'm just letting them know, hey, listen, I'm on it. I'm making sure everything's in order and good, so don't you worry. Second thing is I'm letting them know stuff out loud one last time, just in case there's a last minute change, something that came up, something that like maybe I messed up and I'm wrong about something. They'll tell me, you know what I mean? So I'm literally quadruple checking myself at that point, and I'm also simultaneously kind of getting them pumped up, and here it goes. We're about to do the thing, blah, 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 right? That's it. Check with them, make sure they're all good. They're all good. Then the last person I check with is the Maitre'D. Maitre'D is the person running the place. Maitre'D is like French for like master of house or something like that. I don't know. So maybe it's the wedding coordinator, wedding planner. Maybe it's the head server. I don't know. Or pit boss. I don't know. Whatever you call it where you're from. Whoever's in charge of the wedding. Maybe you're DJing a wedding at a house or a fire hall and you're in charge. Then you don't got to do this step. But like, whoever's in charge, then now you go up with them, triple check everything with them real quick. Cool. We're all lined up. We're good to go. Blah, 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 blah. We're going to do this sound good. We check with them. They're solid. All right, let's go. You ready to go? Let's go. And then you start intros at that point. So that's my little step. That's my 4-step process. I do this every single wedding. I can't tell you how many times I've run into things that like, thank God I did check, because otherwise I would have been screwed. All right. So make sure you do this. It took me 10 minutes to explain it, but it'll only take you maybe 2 minutes tops to do it the day of. It doesn't take long at all. Super, super important. You got your mix going, or you got your assistant mixing or whatever. So, you got plenty of time to make all that stuff work. So make sure you do that, people.